Yo, what's up? This Rich the Kid.
This is AZ Chai.
What's up? This is Bia.
LA, what's up? Zinelli Chopper.
Checked in with my girl Carisma.
It's your girl DJ Carisma, checked in exclusively on Power 106, where we're checking in with the hottest talent bubbling in the streets right now. And we got a young legend who's bubbling in the streets right now and is definitely putting in work out here and it needs to be recognized, man. We got Jon B in the building.
What's going on, Charisma? Charisma, what's good?
Y'all don't even understand. Like you were a soundtrack to a crucial part of my life. Like a heavy R&B head. For those that know me, I'm a heavy R&B head.
Yeah.
So your first two albums, definitely very influential in me. So
it's crazy.
Such an honor to be sitting here with you.
To sit with you, man.
And to work with you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. We just did some serious cooking up, man. I think that this is the greatest thing to happen to me in a long time. Like with the single, to have you bless it like this was major official for me, and also just the sound, it was just so right for the times, man.
Yes.
You laced it. I was like, okay, because I had my record, the song is called
Priceless, out right now. Yeah,
for everybody who doesn't know, this is my new single, Priceless. I produced the track with my fam, you know what I mean, Chromatics, and originally my man Smitty, came through and we wrote the track together. So big up everybody who got down with me, my bro-in-law, K1 on there as well,
Hey.
I mean, yeah, it's beautiful just making music with people that you dig and you like and you vibe well with. So you and I have always gotten down, and everywhere, every club we ever been in, we's always just mutual respect, and
definitely.
I hear it on the radio all the time, crushing.
Oh, trust me, when he hit me, y'all, I was geeking. I got a little flustered. I was like, "What is this real right now?" Jon B wants to work with me.
Oh man,
and I was very nervous submitting the music to you, but because you're a true musician, like you can play piano, you can write, you could produce, you could sing. Like, is that something that you, as a kid, were doing?
Yeah, I was always doing this, and I mean, it's like. I just have respect for the whole gamut, everything under the gamut of music. It's like from playing drums to making beats on drum machines to playing keyboards to not really playing keyboards and programming however you can program and get it done. Just make music. And I just have an absolute respect for the craft of music, all the different styles of music: hip hop, R&B, pop, rock, house, deep, whatever, reggae, all of it, jazz. So yeah, man, it's an endless sort of like, thing for me to be into, and I'm always learning. So you slayed this remix, and I was like,
that's the key to longevity.
Yeah, I heard it. I was like instantaneously so taken by how the ambient sounds and everything that you used. I was like, man, this is so fly. Make me feel like I'm in the on a vacation somewhere in a rainforest. You know what I mean?
That's right. Shout out to my guy Hypnotic. Me and him he helped me out creating this for you. So we were just like, okay, this is what it needs to be. We heard the original and we're like, this is the flow we need to go for right here. And it came out and it worked. So as soon as you guys sent me over the acapellas and we matched it up, that was the one I couldn't stop listening to. So I really appreciate it because he acts so humble. Everybody, he's so humble. He's so cool, relaxed. But it's like this man has worked with Tupac. This man has worked with Nas. This man is like, you are really an important key of R&B music. Like and you are so cool, man. And so humble. I love that about you.
It's just, I'm a musician and I come from a family of musicians. So real recognizes real, and I just feel like, it's you want to work with the greats, you want to work with the people that sort of taught you what or inspired you to feel how you feel, about music in general. So yeah, being in the studio with Pac was incredible. Of course, that'll be something I'll be able to talk about from the rest of my life, and it's it's surreal to talk about, being that he's not here around, to speak on it, himself. But I'm looking to be that, sort of like that voice that gets to carry on that energy from that time and still,
reinvent
and be a part of this time right now in 2020 in a whole new way that's very strong, and I think people will enjoy it, man.
Right. And you also come from a time like nowadays people just send verses, send pieces, send everything. Like you were actually in studio with Pac, in studio.
Yeah, like, in the studio is different than sending pieces, man. When you're in the studio, it can feel a person's sweat, like literally, or the breath on your face just coming in, you know, like, hey man, what's up? You know, the Henny's like serious or whatever, you know, and that's real. Like, you know, the studios is like, it's the place where we get to blend and just let the guard down and just say, what do you want to talk about, man? All right, let's talk about our girls, man. All right, let's talk about the ex-girl. Oh, let's ask her if she's still down. All right, cool. You know, and the whole thing is very natural that way.
Pac had them ideas, huh?
Yeah, man. Pac was never, he's like, man, if you don't do 3 songs a day, you tripping, man. You know, you wasting time. You know, it's all about productivity. So yeah, that was.
And how ahead of his time was he? Because look at the world we're in now, streaming, and it is all about the more music you put out, the more bag you're gonna get. Yeah,
I mean, you know, he was the precursor to artists like Nipsey Hussle. You know what I mean? Being such a sort of revolutionary character and being caught in the whirlwind of being the revolutionary political character that he started to be, like, and then also being the artist that he was, the actor, the you know, the MC, right, and the songwriter. So I was really blessed to get to know the Tupac that was the artist and the softer side of Tupac that wanted to sort of like go in his feelings a little bit. You
Gemini know, had them sides.
Getting your feelings for this song and just let it happen, you know, and let it happen in a way that's I don't really hear any other Tupac songs where he let his guard down like that. I mean, there's just once in a while he has the Dear Mamas and he has the,
especially after that point. After that point, it really changed. It became a much more harder sound.
Well, because I mean, honestly, Tupac was with me in the studio. I want to say it was like something like 2 or 3 weeks before he passed. So it was one of the last songs that he ever did, and to catch him in that part of his life was, you know, it's just something I can't let be something small that gets talked about a little bit. I always have to, you know, mention Pac, because I just finished watching him last night on TV. I was just watching the documentary, and just to see his face and hear his voice again, I was like, good, I miss you, man, still, you know what I mean? So yeah.
For someone like me, it carries a lot of weight, because I was young and I didn't get to be around during those times, and never would have got the chance to meet Pac. So I love to hear people's stories who actually were in a room with him or Aaliyah. Yeah. And those are my two that are really...
Aaliyah, never got to meet Aaliyah actually, but yeah, incredible, you know, and these voices will just live on forever. But, you know, I'm definitely gonna always ride for the energy that Pac, you know, stood for, in terms of just the fact that he treated me like a brother, you know what I mean, and like his brother, and vice versa. So that's just how we should treat each other, man. That's an example. That's exemplary of a fine person. You know, he was. Despite being an amazing artist.
I really wish we could have got a Nipsey Jon B record. I was actually the last person to ever interview him. So it was me, my daughter, him, and Lauren, just the 4 of us. And yeah, literally a week later it happened.
Oh my God.
So it's like...
So you kind of, you know what I'm feeling. Like, you know, it's like something that you're proud of, but you don't, you know, that's it's a hard thing to explain. And so it's something that you just want to ride like a badge of honor. You know, you ride with that memory and of his actual face and his handshake, and you just remember a person's personality and their spirit, and that lives on, man. It really does. I feel like every time I step on stage, that's my guardian angel. It's like, you can do it, man. You ain't got no voice tonight, man, but you gonna kill it tonight anyway. You know what I mean?
What's up.
So yeah.
I love that, and I love seeing because you're a legend. Period. Like, there's no denying that. But like, I would love to see you, you know, working with a lot more newer artists, because it has changed so much. And like, you never know, we might miss the chance. Like, for instance, with Nipsey, it's like you might miss the chance. So, and I know, is it hard for? I feel like a lot of older artists, when I meet them, it's hard for them to. Is it like are you worried how people are going to accept the new sound of Jon B?
I mean, you know what it is every album you are. It's not just about being sort of like in my, you know, I would say, you know, I'm let everybody know I'm 45, man. I'm 45, still alive, baby. You know what I mean? And
looking 25.
Hey, thank you, man. I mean, I'm feeling like I'm better now than I've ever been. So sharing music now is more on a confident level. It's more on a level of like, oh, I'm about to bless you now, you know? And so it's like, yeah, you're hoping that people get it, and it's okay if they don't too, because there's a lot of diehards that'll be like, you know, I got to go back and listen to 96 Jon B or whatever, and that's fine, because that's why it's there. The music is always going to be there. But I'm also changing with the times, and I'm adapting and blending, and it's a beautiful thing to change. I feel younger now too because of the sounds, because we're getting a little bit weird with our production now. There's like a lot of little cool sounds that just don't really, it's more atmospheric and you know, and a lot more just give me that, I want to feel that clap and that you know, the chunk on the bass, and I don't really have to think too hard. There's not a lot of thought going into it.
I feel like back in the day you guys had way more pressure on you because these were the only songs that we were getting. Nowadays you all can drop some shit, and if it doesn't work, it's all good. It'll just be on SoundCloud somewhere.
That's
It's not as much pressure on you guys.
It's not as much pressure. But I will say, you want to make it precise and right. You want to hit that nail on the head the first time. And if you can't, you know, you keep trying or whatever. But I think with this one, with Priceless, I think we did something with this to adapt to the times and let people know I'm changing with the times at the same time.
And the video is out, correct?
The video is out right now.
Right now.
Listen, look up and sip a champagne. Pour it up, we ain't worried about a damn thing. Girl, your sun-kissed body drives me insane. Made me get.
Who directed the video?
The director was actually Drew Seeley. I'm sorry, Dale Steely and I and my wife all directed.
Hey, shout out to wifey. You guys are a true team. I love that.
Oh yeah, we do everything together. She's my Ace McQuaid. She's my Bonnie.
That's how it should be, definitely, because you're only going to grow and make more money together, man.
That's right. That's it.
I know you come from an era, too, where you're used to, like, crazy video budgets.
Yeah.
How is it nowadays?
Oh, you know what? It's actually refreshing knowing I don't have to, like, pay all that back.
True facts.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, it's like, you know, $250,000 for a video because I had 2 black leopards and we shot in the mountains of Malibu, and we had you know, all kinds of stuff happening, you know, models coming out of, like, being submerged in lakes and coming up in that lakes with like 100 tea lights. All these, my videos were very elaborate, you know, and we made it an effort to spend a lot of money and work with F. Gary Gray, you know, on the video. The director, big shout out to F. Gary Gray for doing that, because he didn't. After that video, he went on to movies and doing big things. Like, but I was honored to have gotten the chance to work with him. You know, he's such an important person for cinema as well.
Right.
So but I mean, just having the, you know, just also getting to learn and be like a fly on the wall while they do their thing. Say, oh, is that how you do that? Oh, you set a scene up like that.
Most artists today are extremely hands-on. They all, like Chris directs pretty much all of his videos. Yeah. With riveting.
Yeah.
So
I always kind of have too, you know, through the years, being that sort of that voice in the director's ear or the cinematographer's ear, man. You know, maybe try it like this or whatever. You know, it's interesting with Priceless. We were on our way to get to the sunset, and we wanted to, you know, get that quintessential California sunset, you know, with the orange and all that. But I wanted actually to see the sun going down, and we were trying to get to it, and the sun went down. And I was like, man, and they showed me what it was, and all you could see was silhouette. But I said, that's all right, man. That's how we're gonna shoot
it. It
was meant to be.
Is that the cover?
That's the cover.
Yes. Oh, okay.
And you got to see the video, because the video's sexy. It's like it's just everything the song says and more, because we actually went on the ocean and we were blessed by 7 dolphins. Like a school of dolphins came up, y'all. And that's the scene in the video. It's like perfect timing.
Perfect.
It's priceless.
Priceless. I love it.
Yeah.
I got a couple quick questions for you, okay? What was Jon B's nickname growing up?
Bugatti.
Bugatti. I love it.
Bugatti.
Hey.
I was Bugatti before Bugattis were.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what? Why Bugatti?
Well, I was in the studio one day and I was looking at this old this race car book of old race cars that were like really dope race cars, classic cars.
Yeah.
And the Bugatti was my favorite. It was just like the most sleek, black, like soap box race cars, kind of like just very basic body, but it just looked so dope. I was like, that's me. That's
the vibe.
I'm going for that. I'm Bugatti, you know.
Definitely.
And Nas called me Bugatti. He's like, what's your nickname? And we were in the studio. I was like, well, Bugatti. He's like, this my man Bugatti. I like to
that's something he can rap. Yeah, easily. That goes for Nas's wordplay all day.
I was like, that's what's up.
Definitely. you weren't born in California, but you were pretty much raised in California.
Yes.
Pasadena. For y'all that don't know.
Oh yeah, Pasadena.
We can claim him.
Oh yeah.
Young California.
City of Roses, baby.
What was your favorite movie growing up?
My favorite movie growing up was probably Breakfast Club.
Ooh, the original.
Yeah,
Okay, that was a fun movie.
Breakfast Club, like, yeah. Judd Nelson. I thought I was Judd Nelson in 6th grade.
What's the most priceless thing that you own? What is the most priceless thing to Jon B?
The most priceless thing is my family.
That's
you know, is my wife. You know, she makes everything happen for me.
Hey.
You know, I feel like that's why everything good is happening in my life is because of my wife. My daughters,
Yeah.
because of her. You
See,
know?
fellas, keep
My
yourself
music,
surrounded by the ladies,
my
the
music,
women.
how I feel about my music, like the lyrics that I choose to write, the songs that I choose to release, the person that I, strive to, be. Because Jon B that's my persona.
Right.
But Jonathan Buck is the man behind the music, and she helps me maintain and ride that balance. You know what I mean? So
Definitely.
I think that's what it's really about, is being your true, authentic self and letting the world feel that too. Along with all the slick stuff.
All you young fellas that take some notes, spitting game.
Just balance, man. You learn after a while.
Oh, these young boys have no clue. It's the Wild West out here.
You gotta tame the lion, man. You know what I mean? It's a lion that needs to be tamed, man.
Okay, a lot of people have sampled Jon B. What was your favorite?
Man, wow, I don't know if I could pick between Drake and Chris Brown, because
those are my two right there. I was hoping you would say Chris Brown.
Yeah, of course. He made a video out of it. I was like, wow. When Chris Brown did it, that really, because he's someone I really want to work with too.
Oh, Chris! Hey, I'm gonna shoot you a little text when I leave.
He's Michael Jackson. You know what I mean?
You.
He's our Michael Jackson for this generation. There's nobody more talented.
Facts. That's what I'm Team Breezy all day.
So I want to work with Chris Brown.
Woo!
I keep kind of putting that out there in the universe, hoping that one day we'll find our way into the situation like me and Pac worked in the studio together.
In the studio. He's amazing to be in the studio with. All that energy you're describing, that's Chris in the studio.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. And everything that he does, Eric Bellinger is somebody I've worked with in the studio, and he's a great guy.
Did you write for him? Did you write for you?
Well, he actually wrote for me, and
Eric's a beast.
Man, Eric's a great guy, man. I gotta say, he's one of my favorite guys right now in the game, because he's writing. He wrote the Jeremiah for the new.
He's written a lot for Usher, for all kinds of cats.
But every major song that comes out, he's almost behind it. You know what I mean? Chris Brown to. So yeah, I really got to give him his props, because he's also helping support other artists. He could be writing songs for himself and putting stuff out.
That's how you got to do, though. That's the way to really get the bag these days.
That's how I did it. That's how I started too. I started working on, early on with other artists. That just to try to really spread the word. And early on, it was like, I was trying to work straight away with, TLC. You know what I mean? And try to spread, my production, and just let everybody know I wasn't just a singer, you know what I mean? I actually did beats. I made, I wrote songs.
And those were amazing seeds that you planted, because I know you reaping that to this day.
Yeah, man.
That's the great thing about the new
system. It's a fun story too, to be able to tell, in an interview or whatever, and then people go back and they can actually get the music.
Yeah, exactly.
And go back, So,
exactly. Man, what an honor to have you here. Priceless, out now. Like you said earlier, the day version for you cruisers, cruising in the sun.
Yes.
Get the original.
The original's for the daytime, it's nice and bright, and then when the sun goes down, like I said, that orange sunset that's on the cover, that's the remix time right there.
Hey.
And that is
so much.
Yeah, that's when the night lights come on the street, and you roll down with that going. You know what I mean?
Man, we're on a mission, man. Jon B, Priceless, out now. I need
DJ
all you
Carisma.
young cats to tap in. You will not regret it. Amazing
Thank you so
talent
much for
right
having
here.
me. Absolutely, you're an amazing talent yourself. I always follow you and support everything you do.
And we're gonna put that out there. That Chris features coming soon. Let's go.
Let's
coming.
Get it, man.
It's coming.
Man, let's get it, bro.
All right, y'all. This is Checked In with your girl Carisma, exclusively on Power 106. We out.